My name is Vivi. I'm from Jakarta 2023 cohort, and I work in a tech startup. So when I first knew about RG, I was so drawn into it. It was like love at the first sight, because back then I was really looking for a community of believers who share the same values, being rooted in Christ, and also like sharing the same purpose. Before I joined RG, I somewhat knew that faith and work could coexist. But it was not always the easiest thing to do, because like we live in this sinful world, right? Where there are a lot of things that we could take for granted, and there are also like so many ways where we'll always look for shortcuts. We cut corners just to get the best of everything that we do. When I started writing my gospel action plan, it really started off from something that is deep in my heart, where I really feel that the harvest is plentiful, but the laborers are few. And this applies when I started and embarked on a new journey in my ministry at church, where I continued to serve when I went back to my hometown, and then I served back in my local church. In my local church, I felt that the youth, the young professionals, they don't have the community that they needed. And then as we grew older, we got separated because we are so stuck with our business. But at the same time, when I was entrusted to lead this small cell group, I felt that I was resourceless. I do not have the resources that I needed to multiply, to also like grow, to also like see the impact that I could bring in that community. While at work, I felt that I was trained, I was used to training my team, and as I get used to being expected to deliver results, I don't think the same mindset and the same principle applies when I want to serve the Lord in my church ministry. I had to focus really on the people rather than the strategy, rather than the methodology that I want to put in place to grow the community. And that's when I started to feel that there is a calling to actually serve God and the cell group. By applying faith into work, it's not just applying the principles, the values of being faithful in the little things, but also like putting the faith that everything is gonna work out for good if you trust God, if you seek God first and His kingdom. And something that relates to me recently is also like when I started to plan for expansion and how I could scale the operation that I do in my work. I always felt that I have that scarcity mindset. I don't have the resource, my team is too small, I can't hire more people, and I felt so tired for balancing like work and ministry at the same time. So when I was reminded about the story of Moses, when God asked him, "What is that in your hand?" it reminded me and it challenged me to also think about the situation that I am in. Although I might not have all the resources in the world, or sufficient resources, or for some may say, but I believe that if I have the faith, I put my eyes on Him rather than on what I have, what I'm lacking, I think God could make it possible. So if you are still with me in this video, I think there must be something stirring in your heart right now. Pray about it, ask God, what is it that He puts in your heart to respond and take action upon? And to me, my decision to join RG has been life-changing. So friends, don't let the gifts and the calling that God has placed in your heart to come to waste. Let's serve Him, and to God be the glory.